Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Life as I See It with your hostess, Dina Nierenberg, and my favorite co-hostess of all time, Jana Grusareva. Good morning, Jana. How are you?
Good morning, Dina. Good morning, everyone. So nice to be here.
Yeah. So nice to be here. We're taping out of Jana's apartment today, and she really set it up beautifully. Thank you so much, Jana. It's nice. It's nice sometimes to change location. Last couple weeks ago, we were at Dr. Eric Levitt, and that was amazing too. It's nice to kind of, switch around a little bit here and there. The purpose of today's show actually is to invite all women and girls to be a part of our upcoming talent show, which is going to be on Sunday night, November 6th at 7 o'clock, right here in the heart of Brooklyn, New York, at 1694 Ocean Avenue between L and M. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We invite all women and girls between the ages of 8 to 120 to be in this show. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. How do you contact me? My telephone number is 347-623-1116. Again, it's 347-623-1116. I would love if you would text me if you would like to partake in this talent show. It's an absolutely amazing yearly event. I had this show for 5 years straight, and then COVID hit. So we stopped the show, and now we're ready to roll. I'm so excited. It's like now that every masking mandate has been dropped, and every type of rule has been dropped. It's just so nice to get back into the swing of things. I'm super excited. I have here with me today my director, Jana Grusareva. And she's been my stage director since we started doing this show a good 6-7 years ago, Jana. What are your thoughts?
And I love it. And every single year, more and more, so many beautiful, talented people who are discovering themselves.
Yes.
And it's fantastic. Sometimes to see their growth, sometimes to see already beyond professional people. And I like to work with all types of people when you're just in the very beginning of discovering your talent, or you already know for sure that's who you are, that's what you do. Welcome to Dina's Nierenberg show. This event is amazing for everyone. It's just lovely to look at people when they're doing the things they love and they adore.
Yeah. I believe that the best part of the show, besides for Jana's stage directing, is that the fact that it's totally, completely non-competitive. It's just plain fun. There's no winners, there's no losers. Everyone's a winner because they partook in the show. And it's not all about being perfect or doing the perfect dance or getting every note right or doing the perfect act or whatever it is that you choose to do. It's all about partaking in it. Pushing yourself a little bit beyond your limits. If you ask somebody, do you think that you're talented? Most people say, no, I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't act, I can't do the fiddle, I can't do the hula hoop, I can't do anything. Nobody really believes in their talents until they actually push themselves outside of the comfort zone. And that's when they realize how talented they are.
It's true, and most of the people also so afraid to be judged. They feel like they'll be criticized or someone else will laugh at them.
Yes.
Not at our show.
Never.
It's totally, the crowd is beyond kind. We very open to anything, whatever you perform. And I'll make sure I'll make you comfortable, feel free on stage. Without any fear performing to the crowd.
That's right. I've watched Jana working with our talent show participants, and she is absolutely amazing. Very lovely, very comforting, very encouraging everybody to just bring out the best in them. Very non-judgmental. I have watched Jana working with people, and she's so amazing at what she does. I've never in my life been a better stage director. Thank you so much.
You're so sweet. So probably that just my main goal is only to build the confidence.
That's right. That's what
I feel like it's so easy to destroy it, but to build it little by little and to make a person completely confident. It's it's a work, but at the same time, I guess it's in our eyes.
That's right.
If you see the support, at least in one person,
Right.
but in our place you're gonna see in hundreds of
One.
people.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you already feel free and you're capable of doing whatever your heart desires.
That's right. I have seen Jana working with 8-year-olds, and I've seen her working with 6-year-olds. She is amazing with whatever age she's working with. It's because you bring out the best in people. You encourage people to see how amazing they actually are. People do not realize their own amazingness until they actually are willing to act on it. You know, do you remember our last talk at Dr. Eyal Levitt? We were saying it's not about what you're thinking, it's about what you're doing. The more you do, the better you feel about yourself.
It's so true. And sometimes when we think, you know how it works, we overthink. And
Right, yeah. We talk
putting
about that
all the dates, we talk about this all the time. But I love your way. It's always optimistic, positive, that's full of energy.
That's right.
That's actually, by the way, do you want to perform yourself on this?
Oh, I actually am. I am going to be performing an improvisation act with my daughter Esther. Oh, it's really, really, really fun. It's called Fishbowl Improvisation. We have this bowl, and we have our characters. We have our scene, and that's basically it. We put together our characters and our scene, and we take it from there. And the cool part about Fishbowl Improvisation is nobody's ever wrong. It's like, if, let's say, I say something, my daughter goes along with it. If my daughter says something, I go along with it. And it's so much fun. Like, there's no right, there's no wrong. And that's why it's so amazing.
Acting in general is a fantastic thing to
You're
do.
cool at it too.
You can try so many roles you wish to be, or maybe it's like somewhere in your mind, but then you're like afraid because of the society or anything. But then when you act, you can do whatever you like.
That's right.
And yes, as you said, nobody will judge. We're just gonna see and enjoy.
That's right. That's right. Our last challenge show was literally the day before COVID really hit bad, and we were all told, everybody, please stay home. So it wasn't really a rule yet that we had to stay home. So I made that last challenge show that day. And I remember we were kind of nervous, but we sort of put all of our nervous energy into making an absolutely amazing show. There were more grown-ups in that show than kids because a lot of the kids' moms were scared to have their kids in the show. But a lot of the adults were in the show. And Esther and I, we did our improvisation act. I remember at one point during one of our acts, we literally ran off the stage. And we were like, running through the audience back up to the stage because like our act was that we thought that like there was money in the streets. And I'll never forget that. And I've watched that show again and again. And every time I watch it, I have to laugh. Yeah, it's fun. It's good, great fun.
Absolutely. And the life we're living in right now, and it just society unfortunately gives us one problem after another. And we have to keep ourselves sane and happy, creating this little world. Unfortunately, it's not every day, or we can do it every day mentally in our lives. But I think the main purpose of this show to realize that we live, we enjoy, we're happy, and we have to appreciate every single thing we have and to share whatever we have with others. I'm so looking forward to it. It's been a while. I miss them. I'm sure some of them grew up, and I'm just
almost 3 years now. That's right. Yeah.
Those children probably now is just gonna be adults and all grown ups who will attend. I'm looking forward to see you all.
Yeah. And this is for you teenagers specifically. Now, I know from like past shows that mostly what we get is we get the 8 to 12-year-old set, and then we have the 20 to 120-year-old set.
Yeah.
Very, very hard somehow to get that teenage group. I have gotten teenagers over the years, but they tend to feel very, very self-conscious about themselves and very, very nervous to perform, extremely worried about being judged. It's very, very typical of the teenage years to worry that you're being judged. But I'm here to tell you that it's time to go beyond that. Don't worry about any of that. All you have to do is love yourself, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, go for it. You go for it, and then you will start to believe in yourself and your powers and how strong you are. Don't worry about judgment. Just come, enjoy, join in. Any act is great, really.
Absolutely. And it's yes, yeah, and yeah, at the young age, there is a sensitivity. People, teenagers, still didn't build this wall of protection. They're super sensitive for every single word they receive, but it's not a competition again. It's not competitive,
never.
and all our attenders or people who come, they're all fantastic to us and mean a lot, and we just appreciate every single performance.
That's right. That's right. And if you find yourself needing a little bit of encouragement along the way, the audience is more than happy to clap along for you. And the audience does do that. The audience, we've discovered over the past 7 years, they're very, very encouraging. They're there to have a good time. They're not there to judge. It's not like some type of show where, like, you know, it's like The Voice or something like that, where somebody like gets cast out because they're not good enough and somebody's just better than them. It's the kind of show where you're all amazing, and what makes you amazing is that you join the show, that you had the confidence to take that first step and perform in the show. It's not really about, you know, how well you performed. It's about the fact that you actually did it. The doing it is what's really, really important.
Yes.
It builds confidence.
Definitely. And it's also another place to meet friends. It's like more like a family group. You meet people, and in such a warm atmosphere you're surrounded by. You never know who. Maybe you're gonna meet your best friend, or the person who you'll work with your work on your talent more. To just maybe it's gonna be a band. Who knows?
That's right.
It's a place of opportunities and
so many opportunities, friendship, camaraderie.
Yeah.
What I've discovered about my shows is backstage, where, let's say in a competitive show, there's so much competition. I'm like, you know, at my shows, there's none of that. Everybody is all encouraging and so friendly and kind to each other, because we all know that there's no gold, silver, and bronze. Everybody's just amazing to each other. It's not about being your absolute best at what you do. It's about being in it. That's what builds confidence. That in and of itself is a talent. Self-confidence is a talent. That's it. But it's a type of a talent that you have to hone. It's a type of talent that anybody can have. See, that's the coolness. Self-confidence is a type of skill that anybody can, you know, take upon themselves and really, really, really build. But it's up to you. It's not about thinking whether or not you can be in the show, whether or not you're going to be good enough, or whether or not people are going to laugh at you. It's about joining it anyway. No, on key or off key, you know, that's it. That's what it's all about. That's what really builds confidence. That's what's important in life, you know?
Definitely. And it's just this knowledge and will help you in so many ways. It's in the work. If you're a teenager, you know how you wouldn't be afraid to speak up, and if you're already grown up, it's also, who knows, maybe you're discovering a new career for yourself too. It's never late, it's never too early. That's why we're starting with very young age, and it's wonderful. And you can try 1 year singing, next year dancing. Search, look, whatever fits you the best, where you feel the biggest comfort in your life, because it's also in you. You'll understand being on stage, seeing people looking at you. You like it or you don't. It's a great feeling, especially for probably extroverted people who want to share their personalities, their energy with others. That's probably what we're looking for. Even if you're on an introverted side and you're trying to discovering different things in you,
we want you.
Yeah, we want you to. Yeah, we want you.
That's right.
Anyone.
That's right. That's right. It's great for the extroverts who love to perform. It's great for the introverts who, believe it or not, I'm an introvert. And you wouldn't believe it to see me, to hear me talk, you know, TV and radio and that. But but I really am an introvert. I have been pushing myself out of my comfort zone basically since high school, when we had to create these essays, and what I decided I wanted to do with these English essays, compositions about poems, about different stories, and it's something Jane Austen. I said, look, I'm really, really shy, but I know I can do it, and that's what made me want to write a better essay, so that this way my teacher would actually call on me to read my essays out loud. And that's really what got me my start in life, with being willing to perform in public. And I always have to just thank this particular teacher, a really, really amazing, amazing person. I know she'd want me to announce her on TV, so I won't. But yeah, my English teacher, fantastic. She encouraged us to write our best possible essays, so that this way, she would call on us to read our essays. So I would push myself beyond the limit of what I thought I could do, just to be able to have the pleasure of writing and then reading an amazing essay. And then I became a professor, and then I took on that radio show and TV show now, Life as I See It. I'm still an introvert, pushing myself out to be an extrovert. Why do I push myself this way? Because I want people to see what I'm capable of. I also want to be a big help to the world. If I'm going to be this introvert and stay within myself all the time and never really show people what I can do, what help am I to the world,
Yes, you're absolutely right. And if you like Dina, you have things you wanna say, you wanna share with people, try. And I think Dina's environment is one of the best environments where you can do all that. And I'm also happy, the same thing like your teacher did. And we all have those kind of people in our lives who helped us to be who we are right now, who believed in us. And hopefully me and you will be those people to someone else. And not just, it's... this is the life, that's the circle of life, but I just do know that every single person is so precious and has so many things to tell and so many things to show. And you just try things. It takes sometimes a little bit of work, discipline, and things to do, but it worth it. Trust me.
That's right. It's so much fun. It's such a great, relaxed, warm environment. The audience is incredible. We get the greatest audience ever. Many, many times in the audience we have the parents of the talents. So many times also we just have people from the community, from Brooklyn and the surrounding areas, who just want to come in and have a great, fun time. So if you want to be in the show, amazing. We will never, ever, ever turn you down. If you want to watch the show, that's also amazing. Again, I want to reiterate, it's for women and girls, ages 8 and up. If you have a 5-year-old, a 5-year-old kid you want to bring to the show, that's totally fine, obviously. But if you want to be in the show, if you want to be somebody who encourages the people in the show, that's 100% fine with us too. It's not a show without an audience. We all know that. And every star knows that they're not a star without the people who look up to them, or who watch them, or who follow them, right? So that's it. So a talent show needs both, the people, the talents, and it also needs that audience, that incredible, amazing audience. So if you want to be in the show, 100%, please feel free. And if you want to be in the audience, just watching and having a great evening. What a nice evening it is. It's in an absolutely beautiful synagogue. Again, it's 1694 Ocean Avenue between L&M and Brooklyn, New York, the heart of Brooklyn, New York. It's at 7 o'clock on November 6th. It's a Sunday night. We're so excited. We have, one of my best friends is a party planner, and I was able to get her. It's confirmed up last night. That's right. And so the food is going to be amazing as usual. That lady really knows how to bring a party together. And it's just going to be such an incredible event. And we're so looking forward. It's like you'll need to come a few hours early. The show is called for 7 o'clock. So you'll need to be there by, Jana, 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon to practice.
Probably. So if you already super confident with your performance. You can come in up to 5. If you feel like you need a little bit of the training and feeling a stage more, definitely 3. And we can't wait.
Yeah. And come in already with your hair and makeup already done, your costume, and of course, that's another point. You wear your own costume, whatever you decide. It's sometimes like people on my talent show always ask me, what should I wear? I'm like, that's the fun of it. You decide what you're going to wear. You decide your act. You decide what you're going to wear. You even get to decide how long your performance is going to be. We will literally stay in that hall on that stage until 12 a.m. if we have to. It's not like, okay, so the show's only from like say 7 to 10. It's as long as it goes on. It's kind of like the Oscars. The show goes on as long as it goes on, and I never ever turn any act down. I never ever tell you, please limit your act.
Yes.
We've had acts that were like 3-4 minutes long, and we've had acts that were like 45 minutes long.
Right.
We have a keyboardist. She comes in. I usually have her last, and she usually plays a good half hour, 45 minutes. She's amazing.
Yes.
Sometimes the audience gets up and dances, during her performance, and it's incredible. The feeling at my talent shows is one of the most amazing feelings in the entire world, and that's why I still do it. And that's why post-COVID, it's interesting. I could have done a talent show, or I could have done a fashion show. I have, people in the industry who do fashion shows, and I said, like, do we do this? Do we do that? And finally, it was decided that we do a talent show. It's just fun.
Yes,
it's fun. We can include anybody and everybody. When you're making a fashion show, you have your 8-10 models, and that's all you have. In a talent show, I could literally have 30 acts.
Yes.
We can literally have 30 acts.
Definitely, and we're not changing the script.
Yes,
we're not changing anything for you. Our job is just to make you feel comfortable and enjoy your own performance.
That's right.
So it could be 3 minutes, it could be 30 minutes. It's all up to you. And whatever you bring with you, you're gonna have it, perform it on stage. We're not one of those people who will criticize and give you corrections. No, it's not about us.
That's right. That's right. It's all about you having fun. It's all about you having fun and actualizing yourself, actualizing your potential. I know I talk about this on so many shows, but it's so true. We really want you to bring out your potential. You can do this by pushing yourself outside of the comfort zone. We know it can be hard to perform. We know that you may sometimes, many a times, feel very, very judged while you're performing, but we say, forget about that. You perform. On tune, off tune, it does not matter. You be you. And that's what actualizing potential actually really means.
Yes, and that's important just to start. As soon as you get into this, you'll get used to it and you'll feel super comfortable or more comfortable. But the very first step, if you're the beginner and you're just thinking about it, get in.
Just get into it. Just get into it. My last couple of shows, I actually sang at the shows. One of the songs I sang was Let It Go. And then the next song I sang was You Gotta Be. You Gotta Be. So I sang both songs, and I had zero confidence going in, but I wanted to do it so badly that I made myself do it. You know what? I feel like I'm a more confident person because I did it. I think I was good. Amazing. Was I Madonna, Lady Gaga? I don't think I was, but I think I was definitely good. And it was good. And
definitely.
Yeah, there were definitely once or twice I didn't actually hit that high note, but I was definitely good. And that's an amazing feeling to know that you could just get up there and do whatever it is that you want to do. And even if you're somebody who you really don't sing on tune, you can still get up and sing. If you want to sing, who is to stop you from singing? You're singing your heart out. You're singing from your soul. Who gets to decide if you are on tune or off tune? You know what I'm saying? Even like these.
Yeah, it could be your own interpretation,
right.
And yes, it's the way you see it, the way you feel it.
Yeah, even like these singers who make up songs, like that's their interpretation of the song. But who's to say that you can't find your own interpretation of the song? Your own interpretation of the dance. So it's not Swan Lake. Must it be? You do what you do. You dance what you dance. You fiddle what you fiddle. You piano what you piano. You hula hoop what you hula hoop. I've had women and girls who they recite poetry, and that's amazing too. Or they just get up with a great speech and they just talk from their heart. We've had those also.
We had this amazing comedian.
That's
too.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention names, sure, but she's amazing.
She's super funny.
Yeah,
so
it's hilarious. Talking about her mother's cooking and all that, and like, it's so funny. There's like no end to what you can do on this show, and that's what makes it so much fun. It's so surprising to see what talents people actually utilize. We are so talented. Even if you grew up believing that you have zero talents at all, that is not true. You can be whoever it is that you want to be. Push yourself outside of that comfort zone. You can do this. It's like, it happens to be the same day as the New York City Marathon. And I tell you, I do this deliberately. I always make a party on the same day as the New York City Marathon. Why? Because for many years, I ran the New York City Marathon. I loved every single minute of it. And then, hey, you hit a certain age and you realize this is not good for my shoulders, my neck, my joints, my back, my knees, my feet, my ankles. You say, I'd rather put my energies elsewhere. And once I gave up the New York City Marathon, what I did a few months later that was my first talent show. That was the first one.
That's interesting. It's
Mm-hmm.
It's you do whatever you love, and that's actually your perfect example of it. That it could change. It's trying new things, liking them, working on them, and showing it to people. That's what. So, and for some people, that's a purpose. I'm an extrovert. I love dealing with people. I like talking to them. I like working with them, and I'm actually enjoying seeing this all. There's this, how Dina said, there is no limitations for talents people having. Even if you are the best cook and you want to show us what you can do,
people have.
You painter and you want to show us your work, anything you want, and and if only probably this time it's gonna be only for female crowd.
That's right.
Yes.
Women and girls.
Yes.
Unless your son is like under 5, and you want to come to the show, you can bring him along.
It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, wow, this has been an absolutely amazing show. Wow, it's gone in so many different, incredible, amazing directions. And wow, it's going to be such an exciting, fabulous event. It always is. And we invite you. We would love to see you at that show, whether you want to be in the show or if you want to be in the audience. If you'd like to be in the show, please notify me in advance. This way we could, set up a lineup. 347-623-1116. Again, my name is Dina Nierenberg at 347-623-1116. Please send me a text message. And we will definitely be in contact. I'm so looking forward. You will not be turned down. And I want to thank my favorite stage director of all time, Zhanna Gunusareva. Thank you so much for being here today and for being at the show on November 6th. We're so excited to see you then, and for everything that you are. Everything that you are, at the show, outside the show. You are an amazing, incredible person, Zhanna. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you so much, Dina. So you are. And
thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity to work at the show, to see these beautiful talents. And thank you so much again, and we both looking forward for everyone to attend as a person who wants to perform or as an audience. Please come in.
So this is Life as I See It with your hostess Dina Nierenberg and my favorite co-hostess Zhanna Gunusareva. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for being on the show. Love you all. Take care of yourselves.